So, the Gibson BFG or barely finished guitar, and stick around until after the noisy bits, and here's a little tale for you. Right, let's go. Pickups, and starting with the what I believe is a burst book of 3 in the bridge. You'll find out why I believe that shortly. So that's in the noisy or distorted setting, as you can tell, into the centre. Isn't it? And onto the P90 in the neck. Let's see how it cleans up. So again, starting with the burst book of 3 in the bridge position. Into the centre. And onto the neck. And now onto the elephant in the room. Okay. Mate mine comes round, he goes, I bought this, what do you think? Well, I'll tell you now, I've wanted one of these for ages, the BFG. I think that they are probably one of the, well, yeah, I mean, I like all of them, don't I? But these look great, don't they, with that ribbed finish for, you know, extra pleasure or something. And yeah, so what I always tell you, where are we going to look on a Gibson to make sure that it's okay? You haven't spotted it. Can you see it? Whacking great neck break. I'm afraid to tune it up. Although, so luckily it was bought through eBay. So he got back in touch with the guy and said, it's wrong, there's a break in it. He said, I took it round to me tech, and I went straight to it. He handed it over to me, and it's the first place I looked, and I went there, and within 10 seconds I said, it's broken, and he said, oh, very funny. I said, no, it's got a neck break. So he contacted the guy from eBay, and the bloke was absolutely fine. He said, I've had the guitar for so many years, 12 years or 10 years or something. He said, and I've forgotten all about it. He said, and so money back. So which is great. So what a nice guy for a start, for not, putting up a fight or trying to blame it on something else like carriage or whatever. But, and so the story goes a little bit further. Apparently the guy's been gigging with it for 8 years or 10 years or whatever, and that it's been a professional luthier repair. And I think that's great, superb, well done, and it's a lovely guitar. But I don't even want to change the strings on it, to be honest with you, because what if... Because people tell lies. And I'm afraid to do anything to it in case it goes bang. So, to be honest with you, I wasn't even going to play a tune on it. So let's have a look round the bit. So that's that, out of the way. I won't mention it again. I might do. I won't mention it again. You never know. But let's have a look at the fit and finish and specs on the BFGs. So for a start, there's a few things wrong with this. Well, not wrong with it, there's a few things not original about it, which I shall point out. And there are some mods on this that people do make on these, and I think that they're probably quite sensible, to be fair. So we'll go from stem to stern like we do. So you've got your silkscreen logo there. Now here's the first change. They came, as far as I'm aware, there might have been one in a bag, but all the adverts in 2007, 2008, this is, I think, when was this made? 2000 and, I can't see, is it 2008? Anyway, it'll be either 2000 or 2008 because it's from the first run of them. So all the adverts back then showed these with no truss rod cover. So maybe one came with it, I don't know, and so it's gone on. Because BFG, of course, is, like you'll have seen on somewhere, is barely finished guitar, which was the point to them. So around the back we've got some nice Grovers there with the kidney bean keys, and the neck is made of mahogany. This one includes the upgrade of a neck brake there, which I won't mention again. The neck, of course, is set, the mahogany neck is set into a mahogany body, and the cavity control plates are see-through. So here comes mod number 2. In here you'll see some nice, I think they're nice CTS pots and orange drop caps. It sounds great, and that is a mod because, so if we go around to the front, this toggle switch operates the pickups, and it shouldn't. This area had originally had a kill switch fitted to it, a wobbly kill switch, and you had 3. So the knobs were wooden, and there were only 3 knobs. There were two smaller volumes and 1 tone. 2 volumes here, wooden knobs. 1 slightly larger for whatever reason, tone knob. Again, wood, and here was your pickup. Here was your pickup selector switch. So they came in. Oh yeah, all right. And I think I don't know because they get specced out differently, don't they? I seem to think that these should have been distressed somehow, in some way, not shiny like that, but again, maybe another mod. I've not had the pickups out because I'm terrified to take the strings off and do anything to it because it's going back in a minute, literally. So I don't know whether that is a Burst Booker 3 or not, but that's what it should have in it. And of course you've got a P90, which I would imagine is the real deal in there. I hope that you can see the body finish on this, because it's kind of the maple cap. So it's traditional construction. The maple cap is scalloped, it's all wavy, and it's like ridged. It's a lovely job, and it's a lovely colour. Yeah, so right, and so the other thing, and the other mod that people often do on these, so it's a rosewood fingerboard with no markers on it, dots, trapezoid or otherwise, and that's how they came. And so what I do often see on these is that people will put either dots or some other kind of stickers on them. You've got the inlaid dots on the side of the neck, you know, these white dots here, so that when you're playing and you're looking down, you know where you are, which is okie dokie. Yeah, and they're great guitars. And they came in, so the original ones of these were in 2007, 2008, and they came in 3 colours. They came in trans cherry, trans gold, trans black, and then they reissued them in 2011, 2012. Now I think, yeah. So the same time as they did this original lot, they also did a Gary Moore signature lemon flavoured one. Lemon burst or lemon, citrus, Gary Moore. Signature model. Don't ever remember seeing him playing one, but he probably might have done, I suppose. And then they reissued them in 2011, 2012. I can't remember the colours that they did, but one they reissued. And they did them with 2P90s, the later ones as well. I don't know if they did them all with 2P90s, but that was a variant that they did. And one of the other variants that they did that I would really like to have a go on was they dropped a shallow. I know it sounds like heresy, doesn't it? They dropped a shallow trem system into the bridge. So a Les Paul with a wiggle stick. How very, very lovely. I'd like to see one of those, please. But I hope that you would agree. I thought it sounded great. It could play better, but you see, these things are personal, aren't they? If you have a look at the string height, that I can tell just by pressing on that is above, probably not by much, but it's certainly above the 1.25 that I always like to go for, because 1.25 shouldn't annoy anybody in one direction or another. And it pleases me, so there you go, everybody's happy. So that'll come down, that'll come down a little bit, obviously. And they wait, you'll see some of them back here. The bridge is popping out about 8.5, 8 3/4, something like that. I think this is in the 8 area as well. And they weigh about 3.5 kilos. So, lovely guitars. There are a few about for sale. You can pick these up. They're usually around the 1,500 quid mark. But for goodness sake, really, really, really study the. You see, it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to spot. But I went directly to, and it's the classic break shape as well. Be careful what you're buying. Be careful who you're buying from, and at least if you had bought this through eBay, well, you did buy it through eBay. If you buy something through eBay and it's item not as described, money back. Simple as that. But the vendor can still kick up a fuss and make life difficult for you. So always best to get. And by the way, plus the disappointment value that when it gets there and you think you've got something ace and suddenly you go, oh, it's not what it's. Anyway, with all of that, I shall bid you farewell and thank you for tuning in. As always, I shall look forward to seeing you on the next one. Adios amigos. Ta-ra.